I'm certainly interested in Drak. I feel like Drak's been sort of on the verge of being a top soldier for a very long time, just can't quite make the breakthrough. Obviously in Reason, like the older version of Reason with like Samski, Huhi. Try my best to remember names right now, but I believe we are going live actually, so that was saved by the bell. As we're going to see Ownage Squad on blue, CC on red. They're making their way to Sunshine middle right now. Both demo men doing the same rollout, obviously, trying to be as quick as they can. News hits the slide pretty quick, but not as quick as Yak. They're trying to trade damage, but both demos are just pretty passive. Don't want to commit too early. It looks like it's an early fight on. Soldier taking on Hildreth, killing matsv straight away. Early pick for them, going to open this up for them to go forward. They just got to get rid of this Soldier on Turbo Monkey, which they do. Hildreth with another kill. Meanwhile, Crackland, the rest of the team have just fallen straight back. They're going to lose Poison, Potato even as well. And now it's just an opportunity for Ownage Squad to just pile on forward.
Yeah, absolutely. A really strong mid-fight there. We do see Hildreth going down to Mex, but this does not stop Ownage Squad just pushing forward. Still 3 down. We do see Cracklang wanting to block this, and the Uber does come out onto Yak, but Turbo still hasn't got the Uber. He now gets the Uber, but he's probably not going to even need to use. He does use, in fact, save Drak. Drak's going to get aggressive onto the Demo Man, and Yak might be in trouble here. He does go down, and the medic needs to get out of the pocket. Poison needs to back them off, and they just need to keep players alive. But Drak's already onto last. He's going to go onto the medic. Medic goes down, and this is just a bit of a roll at the moment. Both teams need to calm down a bit. As we do see the Hengos onto the point. Potatoes goes down. The Soldier's trying to block, but he gets blown away, and that's going to be the first cap to Ownage Squad.
Yeah, really poor Uber from Yak and Mickey on CP2 there. Just Yak with not a lot of ammo loaded, not in a great position either, and it just really cost them. And then from that point on, Ownage Squad just kept getting pick after pick after pick and just kept forcing them back, kept the momentum going. Now we see News considerably slower to mid, messing up his jump. Yak can't even see him yet coming from Flowers. Going to get some damage on him as well. Forcing him back. Lots of nice early stickies from Yak, going to weaken, soften up the Ownage Squad players. And both their soldiers get take hold on that high ground straight away. The counter bombs come out. Morsi trying to pile forward, and all of a sudden 4 frags drop in the same moment. We see Potato trying to hide around this corner. Drak's going to spot it though. 1 rocket followed by the air shot. Great pocket work by Drak. Always hitting those sort of big directs on scouts. Meanwhile, matsv has won a scout 1v1. Going to take on another one as well. Gets Morsi down to 2 HP. Really unlucky there from matsv. Great effort, but unfortunately, those 2 picks are going to mean they can't really even fight second. Crackland once again on last. No Uber, and we're going to have to try some kind of off-class, and we see Potato on Engineer.
Turbo does get forced though, and this is a really poor Uber from Ownage Squad. We're going to see the NG, but it's going to go down, and Yak goes down. Nice focus fire there from Drak. It's going to get completely destroyed by Mex though. Mex goes down, and now they just need to hold the point. They need to focus. They've got a heavy out as well, and then Noose is just going to back out with Turbo. And that was a good hold from Cracklang there. Really solid against an Uber. And now the Heavy's going to look to get aggressive. And they're going to want to push out on this.
Yeah, matsv is trying to bully back everyone by himself right now. Got News down to 40 HP, but he needs a bit of backup. Poison slowly but surely moving forward as Heavy, spinning up. And it's Ownage Squad just don't want to take this fight. They don't want to jump into that Heavy. He's got the high ground. They've got no real position or advantage to go on. Crackland just going to back out. Ownage Squad even just going to back out and heal up. It's equal Ubers, but it looks like Crackland wanted to see if they can find some room to get in through Cafe, but it's a really tight area and it's being shut down pretty effectively by News right now. Demo Man gets juggled in and he will get dropped by the Uber, but Mickey hasn't used yet, so he is able to get a better Uber off. But as Assault, Drak's gone behind. They will catch Turbo Monkey right now, staying in way too long. Meanwhile, there's just chaos descended around. Both soldiers, Hildreth and Drak, trying to go behind. Hildreth now on the medic. Should be able to get him eventually. Maybe down to 50 health right now, Mickey. He walks into the rocket and he will go down. And as the sort of dust settles, it's only Yak left alive. Trying to deny that door, trying to just buy time for his respawns to come in so they can put up more of a hold on last. But I think they should be okay since neither team has heals right now. Yeah,
absolutely. We do see in the crit screen coming out for Ownage Squad by Turbo. So they're going to get that Uber much quicker, and they do have a slight advantage as it is as well. So we're going to see an aggressive push, hopefully, from Ownage Squad. And Crackland at the moment are being very passive. They have a sentry on this right-hand side of last, and they're not looking in any form to be holding aggressively. They also need to be careful of this crit screen because it can be deadly if they're given off space to News, the Demo Man. So Hildreth does go down. I don't know if he was going for a suicide, but this is going to cue a push. Poison gets picked off there by Hengast, and that's going to be end of any push that they had in plan. Binny managed to get onto News, but nice crossbow there from Turby to return the flag. And they do have the crit scree. I don't know if they're going to go forward with Drak. It looks like they're going to go forward with this soldier. They know they've got a slight Uber advantage. They need to use it. And so they're going to enter and go from this left-hand side. And they need to be aggressive with this. And the crits should be coming in soon.
Yeah, they're taking their time over it, though. And they see the sentry as well. I think they might just have to wait for News right now to get that kind of long-range shot. Now, they're going with Drak anyway. They launch it. The Uber is popped off. The Uber's traded. They do lose the sentry gun and the engineer, but now they're getting absolutely crushed. Flanked by Poison. But the cap is started on last. Hengast is going to have to take a 1v1 with Mex. They're coming back to help him, though. MattCV cleans up 2. They should be able to push out. Drak's on super low health. They should be able to take this one as well. MattCV with a 3k. Morsy's only just respawning, so this will be a free CP2 hold. Really, free CP2 cap even. Really nice defense from Crackland right there.
Yeah, that was really well played. Great defense, and now they'll be able to push on to mid with these player advantages, especially Drak, like the most influential player for their team, being still off. And Crackland are going to be able to push onto this mid fight. Hengast trying to hold this, but they're being very passive. Ultra's actually holding it forward spawn, so he's probably going to try and see if he can get a pick as they go into choke. And we just see, at the moment, Ownage Squad just spamming the point, but in the end, they're just going to give it up. Let's see if Hildreth does anything special here. They don't know that he's there, but he chose the most inopportune time to do it. He's going to bomb in, going to get some good damage, but he's going to get cleaned up by Yak. And that was just the worst possible time. They were looking in that direction. And now Crackland are looking to go through flowers, and they're going to put some good damage on. And once again, it looks like Ownage Squad are just going to back up, and they're going to give this point for free.
They actually got the force out in the end. Mickey seemed a bit unsure if the donks were going to be doubles or not. And now it's going to allow Drak to get this big counter Uber out. Gets both soldiers. We're going to try and block the point. They don't block it in time, but they might be able to clean up the frags. But MattCV is running to last right now. He's running underneath. He's going to try and get on the last point. I don't know if anyone's there. Hildrift's trying to get Nevermedic's running for the point. MattCV just stands still.
Oh, he taunted on the point. That's just rude. It's 1-1 now. Really well played there from MattCV. The disrespect is real.
And now we're going to see that tie up the scores right now. News coming on the rollout once again. He's been slower to mid, and he messes it up again. So it looks like Yak's going to have the speed advantage, even though his rollout wasn't perfect either. Trying to get some early damage on the scouts, but Morsy's avoiding it well. MattCV's got aggressive nice and early, but actually taking a lot of damage. Now we see both soldiers trying to trade high ground with each other. But the player advantage is still in favour of Ownage Squad. There's so much damage as well. They should be able to clean up so many players. They need to keep Turbo alive at the same time, and I think they're going to manage it. Yeah, that was really well played. They just focused the frags, and they just pushed as a team. Crackland were a bit all over the place there. They have players everywhere. As Potato goes down really late as well to Drak. So there's going to be another player down, and I don't think they'll be able to hold their second here. They have got the spawns up, but I think Ownage Squad are just going to be aggressive enough to push back. The soldier gets completely denied when he tries to block it, and Drak's putting a lot of damage out and just completely denying them from even coming through this shutter. The Uber does come out though, and Drak's got denied slightly, and it looks like the Uber's going to come out and Drak's stuck, so at least he got the force there, and he's causing a distraction on... Wow, he made it out. Really great play from Drak right there as they get out. Absolutely, and we're going to see 3 people down for Ownage Squad now. Yak's going to focus the soldier on the floor, and that should be easily cleaned up. The soldiers are onto the medic. Medic's so weak, and wow, somehow... Oh, he does go down, sorry. And so that was a great bomb there. Some compensation for losing CP2, and Turbo does have an Uber advantage if he starts healing. Hengast goes down on the flank to Potato, and it's a bit of a mess at the moment. The frags are just going trade left, right, and center, and either team is not sure whether to push or whether to hold at the moment. Yeah, it's 5v5 right now, and we're just going to see New sort of setting up sticky traps, taking his time. I'll be interested to know if they know about the crit streak or not. I'm guessing they won't, but they will have Uber slightly before, so it'll be interesting to see how this push goes in. MattCV is still waiting on the respawn. Ownage Squad are going to try and get in through Cafe, but it's such a tight area. They're really struggling, and they are just going to have to cancel on that push. Yeah, absolutely. So we do see Ownage Squad, though, trying to take control of this Cafe area. They want to be aggressive. They have got that Uber advantage. I wonder if they know that Crackland are on that crit scree, so they can be even more aggressive now. Turbo goes down, though, to Poison. Nice bomb there from Poison. Mex manages to pick off Drak as well, and the flags are going back and forth at the moment.
Yak's putting some good damage onto the demo, and News goes down as well, and it's just Hengast alive, and he's all the way back in Cafe. Really good hold there from Crackclan, and they do have that 100% crit streak advantage.
Yeah, they knew exactly where Hengast was as well, so there's no real threat from him. He's still hanging around Choke. I hope he doesn't go for a hide play. I'm probably better off just waiting, since the forward spawns will come in. They won't get News, so they have some aerial denial, but they should still be able to get aggressive onto this crit streak with both soldiers up.
Yeah, absolutely, and we should see the crits does come in from Yak, but there's the sniper and forward spawn, and it kind of denied him, and the medic's going to get way out now. They know that the crits is out, and Potato even goes down on the flank as well, and they're not going to get anything for this. The soldier's going to try and block the point as well. Yak takes 3 rockets to the face. Drak, nice rockets there. Poison goes down as well, and it's just Mex alive. Really good defense there. The stickies were not on point from that crits, and Ownage got about to push mid with ease here.
Yeah, just Mex alive right now. He's going to try and start a back cap, but it should be fine. Maybe it won't be fine, actually. They're trying to jump back. Drak's going to get denied. He will go onto the point, combines with News to block it, and they will cap up mid. And that should be a pretty comfortable retake, and they should be able to move forward with this now Ownage squad. Now they've neutralized that threat.
Yeah, absolutely. So now we're going to see Crackland trying to hold aggressively, but Hildreth's going to bomb into the med, get some nice rocket onto Yak, and Crackland really need to get out here. The Uber does come out, and Drak's going to focus down Yak, and they're just being so aggressive right now. And Drak also picks up Mex as well. So just 2 players alive, just the medic and demo alive now for Crackland, and they're going to get cleaned up. Morsy's on the demo. There's no hope for Yak, and the medic's going to get cleaned up, and that's going to be the 3rd round going to Ownage squad. Oh wait, no! They haven't capped second. Sorry, I've just realized. They're on last and they haven't even capped second, so I'm guessing they're just going to spawn camp until they get the point. Sorry, I stand corrected there, and they're now going to get the point, and that's going to be the 3rd round to Ownage squad.
Yeah, there we go. They retake the lead right now. Pretty comfortable, dominant pushers. But it's still pretty close. We're only 12 minutes into the map right now, and really it could go either way for both of them. We do see Mex and Poison are really struggling to sort of get themselves into the game, especially with like Drak and Hildreth, both very experienced. Hildreth not on Soldier, but a lot of high-level play, and they're just showing them up right now. As we go into this next mid, Poison takes the high ground nice and early, but Drak spammed him down, got him down to half health. Drak's now going to take the middle ground as well. And Drak's just dominating this middle point and just raining down damage. He's going to try and chase down the soldier. Morsy's helping him. Meanwhile, they do actually lose their medic. They've just been pushed behind right now, and Ownage squad have just been surrounded and absolutely decimated. Only Hildreth left alive, coming in for a late bomb. He gets 2. Roma and medic right there.
Medic, yeah.
Big plays from Hildreth. He almost got a 3rd one on Potato as well. I think they might try and just stack CP2 straight away, since there's no one up, but they should be able to retake it with the heals once Drak and Turbo and maybe a couple of the others get there.
Yeah, that was really well played. Actually, he could have got 4K there. The other soldier was on 40 HP, so really close there. Really great play from Hildreth to equalize the Ubers. We do see the Crits Krieg once again coming out for Crackclan, and it's going to be an aggressive Crits Krieg as well. But they really need to build this because they have got a disadvantage. So obviously, Crits Krieg against a Medigun is not going to do anything if Turbo manages to pop in time. So they really need to have that element of surprise.
Yeah, they even need to catch Turbo with his pants down, or they do just need to sort of play it safe, get the force out, and then just build the crits faster and go again, whether they use the crits to force or they just sack a couple of players. Either way, they need to negotiate maybe some kind of advantage, whether it's surprise or just, you know, a greater literal Uber advantage. Now we see Yak moving in. He looks like he wants to go top right, and that's where they're holding. It's all on Turbo's trigger finger right now as they're just waiting, trying to line it up. It looks like they want to send maybe Mex in first to create some space. Yak's just trying to spam his way in. They're taking their time. I like this. I like how patient they're being with this. They're not rushing it. And they're trying to get it on Yak to try and force it through. They're being very patient, and it's just got to be mind games right now. But Hildreth has actually got behind through all of this. I don't know if they're even going to crits in time. Hildreth's coming up behind the medic right now. He's trying to get on the medic. He's down to 20 HP.
He got sandwiched.
Holds onto it. I wonder if Hildreth saw it was crits. But actually a spam rocket from Drak. Drops the medic from distance. Hildreth called his damage. He's able to take him down. Now Crackclan are just trying to go forward to the point anyway. But Poison's on the point. Nice rocket onto Hengast, but the Eva comes in to block it. But it's Drak versus the world right now. He's got scouts either side of him. A Demo Man and Soldier coming in as well. He misses his first rocket. He's trying to clean up as many people as he can. He gets 1. He's trying to get 2. The shotgun comes out. He's got 1 with the shotgun. He can't hit it. The pipe comes in from Yak. Hildreth can't arrive in time, and they tie it up 2-2 once again.
Yeah, really well played there from Crackland. The Uber came out and they just spread out all over Lost, and Drak had no choice. He had to stay on the point, but he couldn't chase the frags as well. So that was just the time waiting for the Uber to disappear, and then that was the round to Crackland. So really well played there. And we are going to go into this fifth mid fight. Once again, News is faster than Yak actually this time. So we're going to have some good damage. Poison once again, trying to get control of up top. All the soldiers jumping around, and Yak playing really passively here. And
MattCV's come all the way behind. He's run the longest route possible. Going to get straight onto Turbo Monkey. Drops him. Morsy's 6 HP. He's going to take him down as well. MattCV's hungry for more frags. He's going to engage in his scout as well. Still fighting him. He will go down, but he's opened up space for Mex and Potato to come back in. All the players are weak. Potato could maybe get a couple of frags here if he plays it right. He's low as well. They're trying to find him. He's going for the demo man. He's running underneath. He's down to 10 HP. He runs into the soldier. The soldier's down to 3 HP. Good effort by him, but not quite enough. But there's a lot of weak players right now. I won't be surprised if Crackland maybe want to contest this a bit. Poison is trying to go fast, but changes his mind and just sees the player disadvantage and opts for a more passive hold.
Yeah, that was well played from Potato. He gave his team a lot of time. Even though he didn't pick up the frags, he gave them time to spawn. And now it's going to be relatively equal Ubers. The crit streak once again from Crackland. They're really favoring this crit streak. And Turbo's looking to be aggressive into Flowers with this Uber. I wonder, they know they have an Uber advantage, obviously, so they're going to look to be aggressive onto the team. And with 13 minutes left, it's still 2-all. It's a really close game between these two.
The building's not been quite right on the crit streak as well, so the Uber advantage will stay as an Uber advantage as well. And I think they're going to pick a soldier off here, but in comes the crits. It's the drop onto Turbo.
Oh.
Yak cleans up everyone. The 3K with the crits. He's firing at Choke. He's going to get another one as well. Great play by Yak. A soldier comes to bomb in. He kills Potato. He's trying to kill the medic. Yak's got the bottle out. Mex comes back to save it. Hengast is now in on the medic. The medic's only down to 4 HP. Hengast 2 shots for low medic. Fighting for soldier now as well. Mex is jumping again. He's on 5 HP. Niskout trying to pistol him, but Yak has the pipe. That's a 5K for Yak, I think, in that fight as well. Yeah,
that was really well played from Yak. He completely hid himself as well. So, I mean, if he'd stood out in the open, it would have been pretty obvious that they had a crits, but he completely hid himself. Really nice sticky to drop Turbo, and then the other two players following that. So, yeah, really well played there from Yak, and they'll be able to push on to... Oh, no, I'm sorry. They're not going to be able to push off that because they lost so many players. And in fact, it's going to be Ownage squad. They're going to show some aggression now, pushing the soldiers all the way back. We do see Potato on the sniper. Morsey goes down, and Mex also gets Hildreth, and Drag goes down as well. Massive headshot there. And now we're going to see some aggression coming out from Crackland. News managing to pick off one, but he's going to get stuck, completely shut down. He manages to trade frags with Yak, but Crackland should be able to get this midpoint.
Yeah, really good play from News, actually, to just sort of take those two Crackland players down and just slow down the push from them. And it might even allow them to recontest with spawns right now. It looks like they want to come through Choke. They're getting really close to their Uber right now, Ownage squad. There is a sniper behind them, though. They do pop. I don't know if they're aware of him. He should be cleaned up now by the soldier. Meanwhile, they are trying to chase down at Choke. But they're getting really close to this Uber, and Mickey will pop it off. But I don't know how much Mex can really get done with this. They're trying to jump super deep to get something done. They're both going really far in. But I don't know if this is going to cost them. Yak gets Hildreth, but he's now down to 50
behind
HP.
the medic. He's going to two-shot. Oh, he gets cleaned up and manages to pick off Yak as well. Nice.
MattCV's now fighting both scouts. He's just trying to buy time right now. And actually, he gets taken down as well. Potato on the respawn after that early death as sniper. Back to scout right now, but I don't think he can do anything on CP2. Can't get in a position for a back cap in time, so they're just going to have to concede this point. And Crackland are once again back on last.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems like they spent the majority of their time on last, yet they seem to have they've got 2 rounds, so they're obviously doing pretty well at pushing out and holding. We're going to see some aggression from underneath from News, and he manages to pick off Mex as well, and also Matt as well. So there's 2 frags. Hildreth does go down, and Morsey's down to 9 HP, but it looks like News wants to be aggressive here. He's taken some nice damage there from Yak. The poison's going to get caught out completely there, and we did see a slight cap time. We see Hengast is already on last. It's just causing a massive distraction at the moment, waiting for his team to come in.
He's still behind the point, and Yak can't get him. He's just trying to buy time. Both scouts are in now, but the rest of the team are coming in from the right-hand side with Uber. Drak's going to get the sentry gun and Yak right now, just ripping the point wide open right now. Should be able to clean up everything. Just 1 scout and 1 soldier. Drak's got his shotgun out. 2 shots, 1. The other soldier's not near the point, and that's 3-2. Ownage squad, it's the 3rd time they've taken the lead now in this map.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see a replay of that nice 2 stickies crits to drop the medic by Yak, but it was all in vain because they lost the round. So it's 3-2 to Ownage Squad versus Crack Clan in their first playoff match. And we do see News once again faster than Yak on this mid-fight. Gets a nice sticky, and Yak has chosen to be really, really passive. They're playing as a massive huddle this time. And they're pushing this right side really aggressively, but the soldiers have the high advantage. Trades are going left, right, and center. Drak goes down. And now they just need to focus the frags, Crack Clan. They just need to focus the soldier up top. Hildreth is very weak, goes down to a nice pipe from Yak, and the scout is on medic. And Turbo should go down as well. That's a wipe. Really well played there from Crack Clan, only losing 2 players.
Yeah, it was a really weird one. It seemed like Ownage Squad had the much superior position. Crack Clan kind of went aggressive but low, and then Drak and Hildreth got all the high ground, but just couldn't get the damage out in time, and Crack Clan hit their shots and find themselves in a great position to push last now with the Faluba advantage.
Yep, absolutely. And we do see News with quite an aggressive stick strap just on the shadow door. But it looks like Crack Clan aren't going to take any chances. They're just going to sack, wait for their 2 soldiers to get to second, and then push as a team. They know that they have 100% Uber advantage, so there's no need to rush with this. They can carefully plan this, they clear the stickies, and they just need to make sure that their med doesn't drop to the spam from the loose cannon. Mex goes down to a nice headshot from Hengas, and that's going to cue the Uber. News does go down, Hengas goes down, Matt CV's on a 5 kill streak, really playing well. The sentry's out to try and stop it, but it can't cover at the point. And it's going to be 3-all. Quick response there from Crack Clan.
Yeah, really nice push to last. Even though they lost that soldier early on, they just pressured the Demoman and Sniper. They were too far forward, got both nose frags, spotted the point was open, and just cleaned it up and just got on it straight away, capped before anyone could react. And now we find ourselves 8 minutes and a half left, 3-3 right now. And it looks like News is coming through Flowers this time for his rollout. And so's Yak, but he's a little bit slower. Both teams just trying to eye it up. It looks like Poison wants to go deep straight away, gets picked off really early. Mex follows him in. They do set up a frag onto News by Potato, and they have pinned a Mac here, but Hildreth's coming in from behind. It's all just sort of a DM fight now, but it's only low HP on the Crack Clan players, and they will have to run out. Mex will be the only survivor.
Yeah, that was a really strange mid-fight there from Crack Clan. They've just tied it up, and then they decide to send 2 soldiers, like almost suiciding in for the med.
Oh, wow.
Really didn't make sense. Gets completely destroyed there, Mex. No chance. See you later. And and now we're going to see the 100% Uber come up for Ownage Squad, and they've got a massive advantage. They can just take their time, gather their players, and then once again, like we saw in the last round, Crack Clan did, just push as a team and focus the frags.
They're going underneath as well. They're going to avoid this sniper sightline, but it looks like Potato's actually just going to run straight back into spawn as the Ubers come in. Mickey is completely trapped. We'll go down to Drak. Morsy's won a scout one-on-one. Hildreth's now going super deep, all over the demo. Isolated him, picked him off. Potato's doing his best against Drak, but he's got backup from his team. It's a complete wipe. They're going to get on the point, and just as quickly as they lost the lead, they regain it once again.
Yeah, that was really well played there, and we are going to see... yeah, it's just going back and forth at the moment. Any team could take this. We've got 7 minutes left. And at the moment, I'm really enjoying the fact that both teams seem to be so even. It's basically whoever wins this mid-fight is going to win the round. So really good. Yak is much faster than News this round. So Promes for a good mid-fight. News doing good damage, though. Yak's already taking control of the point, though. This is really good aggressive play here from Crack Clan. Drak jumps up top, and he needs to be focused down. He's doing good damage from up top. And now we see Ownage Squad starting to push. Doing good damage. Potato goes down to the double dog. Poison goes down to Morsey. Hildreth gets 1. They're all getting 1 frag apiece. And that's going to cue them to get out. Crack Clan are going to save their medic. Hopefully get their Uber, which they do have in a couple of seconds. And try and save this second point.
Yeah, they do have a Uber, but they're severely down on numbers. Their respawns are coming in now, but it looks like Mex is going to try and go for the force, but takes a load of damage. Yak's trying to be brave as well. He's met up with Mickey now, but they're going to be forced in a terrible situation. Just like the first round, Yak finds himself Ubered on the low ground with not a lot of support. Late pop comes in from Turbo Monkey, and News is just going to isolate Yak right now. Traps in, takes him down with stickies. There's so many players behind, though, but they don't actually get the block. Mex gets free somehow, though, on CP2. Nice. All the frags, and all of a sudden, such a great position for Ownage Squad just falls apart. They clean everyone up. Mex still alive, started capping out CP2, and Ownage Squad are just going to have to respawn and regroup.
That was really well played from Mex. Unlucky with the surf there from Turbo. That was ridiculously high. As we do see Crack Clan going to push in. Soldiers going for a massive bomb. Hildreth's trying to get some sort of damage. Gets a nice rocket onto Poison, and he's going to back out as well. probably just going to give up this off this midpoint and just try and buy themselves as much time to build that uber disadvantage.
Yeah, I don't think Hildreth quite knew exactly where the medic was, so just sort of cut his losses and got out. And now we're going to see them try and force them on the way in right now, as they look like they want to move through flowers with this. The scout just scoping it out. Yak biding his time before showing himself. They're trying to bait someone close, I think. Hildreth goes straight down, and that should open the door for them to move forward. They are losing. It's down to 30% right now, the Uber advantage. They're trying to come through the donks. News kills a scout, and they do actually pop for it. Yak's trying to chase stuff down, but they've lost both scouts. Now they have no cap time. No real frags out of this Uber. Mex goes down as well. They're going to get on the point, but really they should just get out right now. They've stayed here too long, and they're just going to get destroyed. Morsi kills the medic. Onto Yak right now. Yak's trying to hit what pipes he can. They Uber for something.
I don't actually know why they Ubered. Maybe they thought, I don't know. I really don't understand. Oh, anyway, they did
Keep
Uber.
trying anyway, Turbo.
Maybe it's for the logs, you know. He knew they would have an advantage anyway. It was a free Uber. As News does manage to pick off Matt C there. And it's only 2 players alive, Potato and Mickey. Yak off the respawn as well for Crack Clan. And this is going to be a recapture of the midpoint for ownage squads. And they're going to back off. See if they can get the forward spawns. Are they going to get forward spawns in time? I think they're just going to miss out. Oh, they do. So they might be able to hold this second point now with 5 players on second and an Uber advantage as well. So it's looking promising. They might be able to push back in, which is what they are doing. And we're going to see Mex being aggressive onto this left-hand side. He's going to get focused down by a scout. Goes down very weak. Hengast goes down to a nice sticky there from Yak. And now we're going to see, once again, just the trade of the point. Nice pipe onto Hildreth there. Yak playing really well on this retake. And Crackland are playing really well. They need to keep the pressure on as they've got 2 players down still for Ownage squad.
Yeah, Yak basically had to hit no shots, you know, to give Mickey a chance of surviving. And now we're going to use that 2-player advantage just to walk in really comfortably. Like, Ownage squad are kind of showing themselves, but News is just sort of doing some casual spam. He doesn't want to commit too much. And now we see Yak actually powering through underneath. He's waiting for someone to meet up with him. He's with Mex now. It looks like we're going to take this Uber straight in underneath. They nearly have the Uber. Turbo's getting closer and closer, and he is quite far away. He should get it in time, up to 96%. He's trying to meet up with someone. Soldier on him right now. Turbo will go down, though. Poison gets 2. They're walking in. They're getting on the point. There's still 2 players left alive, and they're going to tie it up once again. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left.
Wow, massive play there from Poison. Knew to get on the medic straight away. They knew that they hadn't popped, so it was probably the fact that they were close to it. Great call there. They got on the medic, focused the frags after that, and that's the round. 4-all. It couldn't be much closer right now. 2.5 minutes left. I'm pretty sure whoever takes this midpoint is going to take the game. So it's going to be a pretty passive mid, I would expect, from both teams, unless some team's going to do something aggressive. We do see Poison going behind straight away, actually. And Drag again control of up top. And so both teams at the moment, very passive. Drag goes down to nice stickies. And Poison gets a nice rocket onto Hildreth. He goes down. And the medic's kind of stuck behind this this pillar side. And the frags just need to be fragged. Hengast gets picked off as well. This is very close. They're all getting spammed out. Is Turbo going to manage to get out? It's so weak. He does get cleaned up by Maxi, and it's just the scout left alive. Morsi is the only one left, and he gets cleaned up. That's a wipe. 2 spawns. And Crackland, you know, they've got to get excited now. They just need to keep focused, get this second point, and then use this Uber to push on to last. You
can see as well, Hildreth swaps straight to Engineer. Ownage squad only have 1 plan in hand, and that's not to lose in his last point to that Uber advantage. We're going to give away CP2. They've got a heavy up. They've got the sentry up. They're just going to get everyone buffs. Hengast is just taking a quick break to eat a sandwich, but then he will get in position. And they're just going to do everything they can to deny, slow down, and just waste Nisuba. Crackland taking their time out of it. 1 minute, 24 seconds left. They're going to try and come through this left-hand door right now. No sniper, so there's no worry about that. It looks like they're going to go with both scouts leading it in. There's a sentry, though, around the corner. Yak needs to deal with that, so he takes a flash for Uber. That means the scouts aren't getting the Uber, and both die to the heavy. They're going to keep trying to do this push anyway. Drax getting aggressive. They've lost so many people and haven't got anything. And this Uber's just been pulled apart by all the defensive strategies by Ownage squad. And now we're going to try and push out. 50 seconds left. Surely Ownage squad don't think they can win it.
No, I don't think it's possible, but the thing that confused me is that you can hear the heavy spinning up there. Why on earth would they choose the furthest possible way away from the heavy to Uber in? Like, surely they want to take it as close as possible to the heavy so they can kill him as quickly as possible. Instead, they Uber from the left-hand side, get nowhere near him, and then when they jump him, completely destroys them. Really well played there from Hengast, and it is looking like it's just going to be a 4-all, so I presume we're going to go to a golden cap.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to try it anyway. 25 seconds left. Drax trying to get in as aggressive as possible. Just chase this stuff down, but he is dropped in the Uber. Now it's all up to News trying to chase down these weak soldiers. He gets on the medic, down to 70 HP, tries to find it. He's got the axe out. He's got it on the medic. Morty gets backstabbed. The medic gets protected. Taunt on point, and that's going to be cleaned up. Trying to find him desperately with a pickaxe. He's got him. He's lost him. He's lost him.
That's a
he has
shame.
no idea. He's going to get him. No, he's lost him again.
That's going to be a draw. Wow, so really close game there. Really good game between these guys. And, you know, the players that, you know, aren't invite Prem players, it was like a really high quality, some really great plays out of individuals there. Yeah, I presume we're going to go to a golden cap because we can't leave this as a draw.
No, they can't both go through.
Yeah, exactly. They can't both play the next team. So they both, I presume we're going to go to a golden cap.
Yeah, do we have time for logs? Do we know how long they're taking with their, or if they're going straight into it? I presume Nymphe has to come and change the config. Let me see if I can get the logs up. It will give me a few minutes, but it should be coming up. But yeah, both teams seemed much better going forward now defensively, except for that last hold when it was sort of just building the wall up as high as they can to try and hold on to that last. So, I don't know. It's going to be tough. Again, it's going to be whoever wins the mid, I think, is going to eventually win it. Like, I felt like at the end they rushed that push because they knew the time limit was going down, so they went in blind. They got no information. matsv and Potato run in miles away from anyone. There's a sentry pinning them back as well. Then they have to flash a yak, and they just get pulled apart in different directions. The scouts don't get saved with the Uber, and from that point on, it just falls apart completely.
If we take a look at the logs and we look at the damage, just insane amount of damage from Drac. Just 411 damage a minute. Like really, like, I don't want to say carried, but I kind of hitting at it that, you know, if it wasn't for Drac, then I think it would have been a less tight scoreline between the two. Followed closely by Yak and News, both doing relatively the same amount of damage. And then you have Potato, Hildreth, Mex, you know, the likes. And then you have the two scouts as well from Ownage Squad. So, you know, really strong play from the combo of Ownage Squad, really holding them together. So I think for this golden cap, it would be interesting to see one of the two scouts from Ownage Squad, like, really, you know, going off, you know, giving them the best opportunity to win this next round.
It's really interesting to see. Now, despite the score being 4-4, and, you know, sort of really equal all the way on, just trading rounds, trading plays, etc. Now, Ownage Squad finished 28 frags ahead and 4,000 damage ahead, yet still couldn't convert that into anything. Won twice as many mids, and still couldn't convert that into any more rounds. I guess it's just a bit of a blunt team. Can't finish those last caps.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you look at the medics between the two as well, both had 14 Ubers, both had one drop apiece. You know, I mean, Drac getting slightly more heals. Yak was more favoured on the other side. I mean, I think that's just the way that those two teams play. Crack Clan playing, obviously, we mentioned before, they played for a season together, so they're a bit more experienced playing with each other, whereas, you know, a slightly more mixed team, I think Turbo was more comfortable giving the hills to Drac, but I mean, he did work with them, so, you know, you got to give it, you got your hand to him, so...
It's always a bit of a weird one when you see sort of a heavily like pocket soldier versus a heavily pocket demo, which one really comes out on top, and as we saw in the game, it sort of comes, it just goes both ways a lot of the time. Yep. The only thing that would be a bit of concern to me is News seem to goof up a lot of these rollouts, as I believe they're going live for the golden cap.
Yeah, we are, and we see the crits creeks coming out straight away for the Crackland. So maybe a kind of a passive mid, try and keep the medic alive, and then use creek late in the mid fight. It'll be interesting to see this. Yak is so much quicker than News. He's almost over the point before News even gets into choke. And this is going to create a lot of space. We're going to see them both taking the right-hand side of each point before someone jumps in the middle. Both soldiers jump, all of them get blown away. And Mex gets Drac. Oh, and the frags are going towards Crackland. There's 3 left. Hengos goes weak, Turbo goes weak, News is also weak. And this is really well played from Crackland. Poison picking up the last 2. News is the only one alive now. He's 150 HP and he just needs to try and save himself. They just landed on each other's heads. And News will do well to get out here. Actually, I think he's escaped. Nice rocket there from Mex. And that was all the 6 players down from the mid fight. So we are going to see, once again, 100%. But it is Crits Creek this time, so they really need to focus the frags. The Crits is going to come out from Yak. He's going to pick off Drac. That's a massive player. They're going to focus down the heavy. Massive crits there, and that's a quick round. Really, really good round there. And that's going to be Crackland taking that win over Ownage Squad. Really well played there.
Yeah, just really comfortable. Like, as soon as they won the mid, it was just all steam ahead. I really do not know what News was trying to do with that jump into mid. Like, was he going for a hero play? But just landed on a fence awkwardly, and then tried to jump out, and then it was a bit of a train wreck.
Yeah, I think at that point, they knew they had 100% Uber. I mean, I kind of agree with what his decision was. The fact that he he hit the fence and it made him look like an idiot is another thing. But I think it was quite important that he tried to do something because, you know, he needed to delay them at some point. Otherwise, the spawns were just going to get destroyed as soon as the Uber came in. So he needed to try and get the force at least. But really well played there. Despite such a close game with such a quick golden cap, I think it was like 40 seconds or something like that. But to finish off, a really good crit streak there from Yak. We can look at the logs, I think, from the...
We can. It's only a minute worth. Basically, Yak dropped 950 damage in a minute.
I mean, he had the crit streak, to be fair. And one of the kills was a heavy, so you would expect him to do that much damage. But yeah, really well played. I mean, Poison as well on Rome in that mid-fight, I think got 3 kills. So, you know, really well played. And only one... and no deaths for Crackland. No one died in the whole of that. So just a complete wipe. Really well played, and yeah, props to them, and good luck to them in the next round.
Yeah, we're going to see Crackland in the next round. Obviously, that means Owner Squad move down to the lower bracket. I believe we've got one more upper bracket game tonight. I don't know exactly which one yet. I presume we're going to analyse the bracket and see where we want to go with it. Yep. So let's go to a short break. Congratulations to Matt CV and Crackland. We'll be back pretty shortly.
Yep, see you guys in a bit.